It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's all up.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Ravens hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? The season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You look at this Baltimore defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Pierce.
Quick throw there is incomplete. But these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
In motion right, one of the tight ends.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, Pierce. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdowns. already they feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
It's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off play action. Pierce. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run, 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on second down. Pierce
gets this over the middle to Tillman.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Pierce.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Quick slant complete to Howard.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
There he goes, left side. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have come to halftime, and what's...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will... Well, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pierce.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So stranger things have happened.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
To throw on 2nd down, Pierce.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down, Pierce. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play. And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility.
It'll be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Pierce. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now this one complete on the slant route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Operating from the gun, Pierce. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now here come the Ravens.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have enough.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Rashad Bateman, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 91 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the bootleg, Pierce. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Try the right side with Mitchell.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Jackson on second down. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yard.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Pierce. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pierce. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off the play fake. Mitchell to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 1st down. Pierce. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
Back to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap.